Right here. So here star p refers to where, or star p refers to what? Star p refers to the value that is being present in the particular address pointed by p, right? So star p equal to 30. So the star p refers to a. So this a will be modified with 30. Right? So now if you print the value of a through this pointer and a, then the star p refers to the value 30, and similarly the a is also going to have the value 30. Right? So if I have like this, I have a is going to have the value 30. Assume that this is present in the memory location 1000, right? Then I have a pointer value p. P is now pointing to A. Is that clear? So if I just write P, P is going to hold the address. If I write star P, then it refers to value of A. Is that clear? Right? So here a oda value I am changing it with the help of star p. Star p refers to the value. So since I am giving the address, whatever the changes I make, that will be affected in my variable a. So without using this a, indirectly I am accessing the value through the pointer. With what operator I am accessing the value of a? With the star. The star you are going to call it as an indirection operator or dereference operator. Is that clear? Right. Now, see, I can also use like this, right? Ampersand I refers to what? Ampersand I refers to the address of I, right? So address of I star. So what is the meaning? This address of I refers to P, the pointer, right? So star pointer means it refers to the value that is being present in the variable I, right? So that is what given like this. And what is the use of this dereference operator is, with dereference I can use it in my arithmetic operations. For example, if I want to use num is equal to num star 2, what is the meaning of this? If I have the value num is equal to 5, 5 into 2. 5 into 2 is going to be what? 10, right? So similarly here, if I want to use a pointer, I can also use pointers like this. Star p refers to the value. So this refers to the value 5. The new value. Star p is nothing but what? 5 into 2. So 5 into 2 is nothing but 10. The 10 will be assigned to that particular location where the value of I is placed. Is that clear? Right. So till now we have seen what? How to declare a pointer, how to initialize the pointer, how to access the value through the pointer indirectly, right? Now we'll see one more program, how this dereference operator is used, right? Now hash include stdio.h, int main, int a equal to 10, b equal to 20, int star p. So it is a pointer variable that has been pointing to a type integer. P equal to ampersand a. The address of a is being assigned to the pointer variable p, right? So p contains the address of a. If I directly write here p, that will print the address of a. If I use star p, it refers to the value that is present inside the a. Now printf value of a. Now I want to print the value of a here. So how to refer the value of a? Star p. So star p plus 1. So actually I have to write like this, right? So here it is going to be only star p plus 1. So star p refers to the value of a plus 1. Here no need to have this round and all. To make you understand, I have put this round, right? So star p refers to the value of A. We are going to add +1 to it, right? Similarly, p equal to ampersand b. Now I can change the addresses, right? Here it contains the value of A, address of A. Now here it is pointing to the address of B. Now star p no more refers to A. Now it pointing to B. So it refers to the value of B. So star p +1. So here my output is going to be what? 11, and here my output is going to be what? 21. Right? At any point of time. I can also write like this. Yes or no? Generally you will write int a comma b comma c. Then you will write a equal to b. Later on you can also write a equal to c. The same thing I can do. P equal to ampersand a. P equal to ampersand b. But b is also of type integer. I cannot write ampersand c where c is going to be of character type. That I cannot do it. Right? So here also you cannot do. If I have like this float d, I cannot write a equal to d. This is wrong. Similarly, I cannot do here what? P equal to ampersand d, where d is going to be a float. Right? But I can change the pointer values. Here it contains the address of A, and here it contains the address of B. How I am referring the value of A indirectly? Through star P. How I am referring the value of B indirectly? Star P. Right? And here it contains the address of B, not A. Right? And next we'll move on to a type of a pointer. You have some two types of a pointer that you need to know. And then we'll move on to pointer arithmetics, how to declare a pointer to array, pointer to a structure, pointer to a function and all, right? Now we'll see what do you mean by a void pointer, right? What is this void? Void means nothing, right? So this is going to be a special type of a pointer, right? And why I need this particular type is, why? Because it can point to any data type, right? So what is the only limitation you have is, whenever you are dereferencing, you need to do the casting operation, then only you can use it, right? So typecasting, casting or assignment must be used to turn the void pointer to a pointer of a concrete data type, right? So now, hash include stdio.h, int main, right? Int a equal to 5. I am declared an integer variable. I have declared a double variable here. Void star p, right? So what is this star p? Star p refers to the pointer variable. It is not going to be an ordinary variable. But here I have not specified the type. Here I have given the type to be void. That means it is not pointing to any specific data type now, right? So now I am assigning p equal to ampersand a. Now I am assigning the address of an integer variable to p. But I cannot directly write star p. If I used here int, then I can directly write star p. But here I have what? I have used void star p. So in that case, I cannot directly write star p. So I need to do the casting operation. So what is a casting here? P is going to be of type pointer. So P is a pointer. So how to declare a pointer type? Int star. So here I am going to convert the pointer to an integer type. For this I am going to access the value. Right? So this is a pointer. It is now pointing to an integer data type. This value I am going to access with the help of star. Right? So star, this whole thing is going to be the casting operation. So without this casting, if you do, then it is going to give you an error. Right? Similarly, p equal to ampersand b. Now when you see in this program, I cannot assign a different type to p. Why? Because we have declared here int star p. P can hold only the address of variable of type integer. Right? Now, But here I can do it. Why? Because this P is not going to be of any specific type. It is going to be of void type. So P is equal to ampersand B. Now P is holding the address of the variable of type double. Right? So here also when I am using the value, I cannot directly use star P. I need to use the casting. So how to do the casting operation? It is going to be the pointer that is going to point toward double variable. For that I am going to use the dereference operator. Is that clear? So instead of writing star P, you are casting it and then you are using it. Is that clear? So the output is going to be what? A equal to 5 and B equal to 4.15. Is that clear? Right. So for this purpose only we are using the void pointer. We can do the conversions easily from one type to another type. Right. The next one is going to be a null pointer. So what do you mean by a null pointer? Null means what? A 0, right? So a null pointer is a special pointer that points nowhere. And how to initialize this pointer is, you can directly specify the predefined constant, that is null, or you can also use 0, right? This null is being present in your stdio.h, standard library.h and string.h, right? So this is an example here. Why I need this null means, whenever I want to check in my if conditions or anywhere if the pointer is being assigned properly or not, or if it contains null value, right? In that case I can use it in the if conditions. If P is null, then you will have 0 value, then this if will not be executed, right? Else the if part will be executed, right? Because P null means it will be returned 0, right? Null, right? So this is going to be the two types of pointers. You have a null pointer and the void pointer. So what is going to be your void pointer? Void pointer means it is not going to be of any particular type, right? So it is not going to hold any particular type. Why I need to have this void pointer is, whenever I want I can assign the particular address of a particular type, right? So what is the only restriction you have here is, whenever you are using the pointer you need to typecast and then you need to use the pointer, right? Dereference the pointer, right? Dereference the pointer and then you can use it, right? The next one is going to be the null pointer. Null pointer is also going to be a special pointer, and that is going to contain only the value null, that is 0, right? And why I need to use this is, I can use it in the if condition. If the pointer is not pointing anywhere, it is going to have the address 0. Then if of 0 is going to be false, then I can do whatever I want, right? Right. Now we'll see some example programs with the basic pointer concepts, right? Write a program to display the number and address where the number is stored using pointer, right? So I need to print the value of the variable as well as I need to print the address where the address is being stored. That is the meaning of this program. Already we have seen this example, but anyway we'll see once again to brush up. Now int main, right? Int a equal to 5, it is an ordinary integer variable. Int star p, p is going to be the pointer variable and it is going to contain the address of the variable of type integer. And p equal to ampersand a, I need to initialize my pointer before using the pointer value. So p equal to ampersand a, the address of a is being given to p, right? So now printf the value of a is given by. How can I print the value of a? By just giving a, the 5 will be printed, right? Next, How can I print the address of A? I can print the address of A just by giving P. P is going to be my pointer. So if I just write P, the address of A will be printed. And in what format it will be printed? It will be printed in a hexadecimal format, since I have written %P. Right? Now, next we'll see in another program. Write a program to swap 3 numbers using pointers. See, already we have seen how to swap 3 numbers using pointers, that is called by address value. Now, I am not using a function, the call by address. Right? Instead of that, I have used a dereference operator here, and then I have done the swapping inside the main function itself. I have not used a separate function. I have not passed any arguments to the function. Right? If you want, you can also write in that way. Right? That is one type of writing. And here I have, since we have seen the basic concept of pointers, I have used with the help of dereferencing, we have done the swapping. Right? Now int main, int a comma b comma c, temp, 3 variables I have used, 1 temporary variable I have used. Int star p1 star p2 star p3, I have declared 3 pointers. Right? Now printf, enter the value of A. I am reading the first value, I am reading my second value, I am reading my third value. And printf before swapping, I am printing the values of A and B before doing the swapping operation. A %D, B %D. In the %D, the value of A will be printed. A, B, C will be printed. Printf after swapping. So now I am going to do the swapping process. So here I told you we need to initialize our pointer variables. Right? So P1 equal to &A, P2 equal to &B, P3 equal to &C. I have initialized my 3 pointer variables. And here I have used one temporary variable to do the swapping process. And now I have not used A equal to B. Instead of writing A equal to B, B equal to C, C equal to A. Right? Instead of assigning like this, I have used the indirection way. So I have used what? Star P1 equal to star P2. Star P1 refers to what? Refers to the value of A. And star P2 refers to the value of B. Similarly, star P2 refers to the value of B. Star P3 refers to the value of C. And here star P3 refers to C. C I am directly, here I need to write what? Temp. So I cannot write A because A is being changed. Right? So here I need to write temp. And then I am printing the values of A, B and C. Right? So star P1 refers to the value of A. Right? So star P2 refers to the value of B. Instead of writing directly with the help of A and B, we have written using the pointers. Indirectly, we are referring the values of A and B. Right? Now, next program. Write a program to change the value of constant integer using pointers. What do you mean by a keyword called constant? Constant means that is not going to be changed throughout the program. Once it has been initialized, it is not going to be changed throughout your program. Right? But here when you see hash include stdio.h int main const int a equal to 10. Right? So here I have declared A to be a constant variable and it is going to have the value 10. This 10 is going to be same throughout my program. Right? Now in the program, if I try to assign A is equal to 20, it will give you an error. Why? Because A is going to be constant. Once if I declared a variable to be constant, it cannot be changed. Right? Now let us see how to change it using the pointer. Right? int star p. Int star p means what? P is going to be the pointer variable of type integer. Now p equal to ampersand a. I am initializing the pointer variable with the address of a. So p is now pointing to a. Now printf before changing the value of a. So what is the value of a now? 10. So the 10 will be printed here, right? Now star p. Star p refers to what? I already told you, if you have a here, I have 10 here. The address, let us assume the address is going to be 6000, right? And here I have p. P is now containing the address what? 6000. So it is now pointing here. Is that clear? So now star p. Star p refers to the value. Star p means it refers to the value. If I write just p, it refers to the address. Right? It refers to the address. If I write ampersand p, then it refers to the address where this pointer is being stored. Right? So here I am referring star p. So star p refers to the value where the a. So here in the value I have got 10. But in the place of 10 I am going to write what? 20. Is that clear? So star p refers to the location where the p is pointing to. So this particular value I am referring. So star p equal to 20. Now I have changed the value of a. This will not give you any error. But if I directly write a equal to 20, then it will give you an error because a is going to be the constant variable. Right? Now, write a program to convert a floating point number into an integer. Now again here you can directly convert it using an int, right? Using a casting operator. Since we have to do this with the help of pointers, I have used the concept of void pointers because already I told you with the help of void I can keep on changing the type of the variable that is being assigned to the pointer, right? So here I have taken float b equal to 10.9. So I have float b is going to be of type float. Now void star p, right? So here p is going to be the pointer variable of type void. It is not pointing to any specific type now. P equal to ampersand b. So what is that ampersand b? This b is going to be float. The float I am going to assign it to p. And what is the only limitation you have when you are using void? When you are using void, you need to typecast and then only you need to access with the help of your dereference operator, right? So printf, I am printing the value. How I am accessing? I am converting the pointer to the what? Float star. Is that clear? So here I am converting the pointer to of type float. So float star, right? And then I am accessing with the help of a dereference operator, right? Now this value will be printed. What is the value? 10.9 will be printed here. Now I am converting this b to an integer type. How I am converting? With the help of a casting operator. So this b I am converting to an int, and then I am assigning the address of a to p, right? Now here I am not directly accessing the value of a. Here I am indirectly accessing the value of a. So how I am accessing? Here I am converting the void pointer to a pointer of integer pointer to an integer variable, and then with the help of dereferencing operator I am accessing the value, right? And then I am printing the value. So what will be the output here? The output will be 10. Here the output is 10.9 and here the output is going to be 10. Here I have converted the 10.9 to 10, right? Now write a program to check whether the given input is a character or a number. So I need to check whether my given character is going to be a character or a numeric, right? So again int main, this also I can do it with a normal variable. So what you will do, you will check, you will read the character, you will check whether the character is going to be between 0 to 9. If it is between 0 to 9, then you will print it as a number. If it is going to be between A and Z, then you will say it is a character, right? Now I'm going to read the character. So here I am declaring the character char ch char star ptr. So here I am declaring a pointer that is going to point to a character. Printf enter any character or number. So here I am going to read the character from a user and scanf %c. So I am reading the character as it is. Either it can be a numeric or a character. I am reading it as a character value. So %c &ch, right? Now see, this generally we'll use it, right? If the character is going to be between A to Z or between 0 to 9, that I am going to do it with the help of the pointer value, right? So ptr is equal to &ch. We have already declared ptr is going to be what? Is going to be pointed to a character. So here I have what? I am assigning the address of ch to ptr. And star ptr refers to the value. So I am checking whether the value is greater than or equal to small a and less than or equal to small z. Or it can be the capital letters. So I am checking whether it is going to be greater than or equal to a capital letter or less than or equal to the capital Z. If that is the case, then printf it is going to be an alphabet. Else I am checking whether it is going to be 0 to 9. So since I am reading the character as a number also as a character, I am using a single quote here, right? And then here if it is going to be between 0 to 9, then we are printing the character, entered character is going to be a digit. Else, for this if I am going to have an else here, then we are printing the else as not a character or digit. It is not going to be either a character or a digit, right? Now with this the simple programs are over, and already we have seen what is the uses of a pointer. What is the uses of a pointer is you can pass the arguments by call by address, and you can return more than one value from a function with the help of a pointer. These are the two important uses of your pointer, right? Thank you, ma.